Hey guys, this is A-Bomb, aka Garrett. Thank you so much for tuning in and checking out the show. We really appreciate it. Today I'm going to be bringing you a MOAB gameplay, and I'm sure you've seen many before. For me, this one's particularly special because it was my very first MOAB. Now, one thing I'll say about MOABs slash nukes slash whatever the heck you want to call it, me and Canuck have had many conversations about this, and we definitely agree that these types of kill streaks, these monster kill streaks that in previous iterations have ended rounds, and in this one, in effect, often end a round, belong only in free-for-all and maybe team deathmatch as well. Game types where there's no real objective outside of eliminating your opponents. Because otherwise, it pulls guys away from the objective in whatever game type it is. If guys are worried about pulling kills rather than actually reaching their objective and maintaining it, it takes away. The game experience is ruined for everybody at that point. All right, so let's get into this thing. As I mentioned, this was my first MOAB. And to give you a little background, A Canuck probably had half a dozen at this point, so needless to say, it irked me a little bit. You know, we get a little competitive about these things, and he was definitely giving it to me pretty good that I hadn't got one, and he was racking them up. Now, not having got them, I'll preface that by saying that I probably had 25 games easily with 20 or higher kill streaks, so it's not like I wasn't getting close. I was definitely getting right up there, and probably, I don't know, half a dozen of those were 23 or 24, depending on whether I had hardline or not. For whatever reason, sheer stupidity, really bad luck, a really nice play by somebody else, I couldn't get it done. And so that was pretty irritating because I feel like I'm like, I don't know, a slightly above average Call of Duty player, but definitely have enough skills and play, you know, often enough that I felt like I definitely should have accomplished it at this point. And I say accomplishment or accomplished as if it would be an accomplishment in a video game. But hey, we all play this game because we enjoy it and we want to get all the unlocks. We want to say we've done it before. So. So again, it was irking me pretty good that I hadn't got a MOAB. So I jumped into this round about halfway through. I jumped into the server about halfway through the previous round. And here I have a little fail. And again, and dead. Well done, well done. So there it is, right there. Gibber. He had won the previous round quite handily, and I did a quick lobby stat check, and he had pretty good free-for-all numbers. So at this point, I'm thinking, okay, time to get this guy. But again, I'm thinking I'm getting my MOAB, and which I really think is the wrong way to approach it. And the reason I say that is, oh wait, I didn't see him. I bet everyone else did. This is a noob death right here. Well done. So at this point, I've had two terrible failures in a row, taken up by the same guy, and I'm thinking, okay, screw this. I'm changing to a rushing class. I'm taking this guy out, and I'm taking down the win. I'm still running my specialist class, and at this point I don't care anymore. And I think that's key. I think if you get your head too much into it, you're gonna have a hard time getting a MOAB because it's a pretty tough thing to do. It's a lot of kills in a row, and I'm sure there's a lot of guys that still haven't got it. So if you haven't, fear not, it's still out there. A Canuck's actually going to be doing a MOAB series, give you guys some good spots, some good strategies for picking up your first MOAB. Now, I won't get too much into equipment, mostly because everyone at this stage obviously has their favorites, has the stuff they feel most comfortable with, but I will just talk about the general mindset of getting a MOAB. So at this point, I started to feel it a little bit. You know, on that last one, for example, I take the guy down pretty quick. Same thing here. I'm not really missing much right now. But there's definitely going to be some moments here where it's luck. It's the only reason I survived the gunfight. And whether it's an unfortunate spawn for somebody else, or in a couple of cases where a guy simply did not get on target, and that target being me, I think I get a freebie here. So at this point, I've got all my perks unlocked, and I'm starting to feel pretty invincible. I'm not gonna lie, I really love getting that 7th or 8th kill with the specialist package going, because I really feel like I'm more efficient. I can move quicker. I can get on target quicker. It's just it gives you a huge leg up in every single gunfight, and I feel like you don't have to be quite as you can be a little more aggressive seeking your gunfights. So you know, navigating the map well is important, but when you've got all the perks unlocked, it becomes a little less important. You can be a little more aggressive. And here, for example, there's no way I get this without unlocking marksman, or maybe even stalker helped me a bit there. But that said, I think it's an obvious run specialist when you're trying to get a MOAB. It really brings your game up when you're encountering your opponents. So at this point, I've caught up as far as the leaderboard goes, and so I don't know. I'm playing a little more patient than I was earlier. So I'm taking a little more time, making sure that I'm checking my corners and maybe navigating a little slower. Yep, jump. And again, I'm using my spot. I'm owning this part of the map, and there you go. Okay, so now I feel like that was one of the first times where guys are gunning for me. They feel like, okay, we got to go catch up to this guy. So the targets start finding their way to me, and I start to realize that, oh, you know what? This is the place to be. So I tend to stick pretty close here. I think I range over a couple more times, but again, here, bad spawn for him, but good movement for me. Ends up making it an easy win for me. He didn't even have a chance to take a shot. And there is lucky number 2. That guy definitely should have finished me off. And here's kind of where I start to realize, oh, I'm getting up there actually. So I start to, I don't know, maybe slow play it a little bit more, and I'm kind of hesitant to leave this this part of the map because it's working for me. And gibber again. So again, guys, if somebody's owning you in a certain spot on the map, don't do that. Don't just run up there like a baby buffalo. You gotta do something to change things up. You gotta throw in a stun, throw in a flash, something, anything. It's amazing to me that we can be this far along in the life cycle of Modern Warfare 3, but Call of Duty is an entire series, and guys are still not figuring that out. When somebody has killed you multiple times in the same way, in the same spot, again, change things up. And here again, I get a free one right there. Now, at this point, I definitely know that I'm getting close to this MOAB. I didn't really check my scores at any point because I didn't want to get distracted. Like I said earlier, I felt like relaxing and not caring was kind of the way to go, but now I'm realizing that this is an opportunity, so I definitely slow down right here. I'm trying to find somebody without putting myself in harm's way. But me being me, I get a little bit impatient, run over here, and this one, oh wow, did I ever get nervous when I wasn't hitting that guy on those first few shots, and then I get saved by the we'll call, I don't know, whatever, a beam. The steel beam saves my ass, so that's definitely another lucky moment, but I did a good job of getting on target right away as soon as he was available, so you can look at it 2 different ways, but I definitely, I'm not going to minimize the effect that luck has on this. So now I know I'm 1 away, and here we go. Oh, that was pure luck. That's all I can say. I completely missed him on my first couple of shots, and lucked out. He missed me as well. He got a couple of hits in, but couldn't finish me off, and by the time I dropped my reticle on him, it was over. So I definitely gave Canuck the old MOAB message, and I remember very happily telling my wife, I finally got it, babe, I got the MOAB, and guess what? She didn't care at all, but she definitely gave me the little pat on the back and said, good job, honey, good job. So thanks, babe, for humoring me in my nerdy pursuits. So there you have it, guys. First MOAB for A-Bomb. If you haven't got yours, again, it's out there. You'll get it. You just got to work on it. All right, guys, have a good one. Hey folks, make sure you check out our live kill streak test for Black Ops 2 Charlene Attacks, and check out Canuck's first gameplay, KSG and Throwing Knife. You'll enjoy it. Alright, later.